Right, welcome back. Last time I managed to subjugate the last of the Swahili coast that isn't under Asheron's control. I'll get to it eventually, just give me time. In fact, it might be a reasonable time to do so soon. Which is why I've stopped drilling and started moving over. I've also conquered well, 4 of the northern coastline provinces of Madagascar in order to start getting a foothold. Though I'm having trouble with maps, so for right now, I'm not gonna have... Oh, that's interesting. You don't have any allies anymore. Huh. Well, I can't do all that much because I'm gonna be busy spying up here. So... Oh, and, the first ruler... The second ruler, actually. The previous ruler died, so now... his heir is now Sultana. And, what do you know? She happens to be mad. But before that happened, I managed to free the peasantry with her, so... Free peasantry! 1400! Yeah, that plus 10% rule production is going to be amazing. I can tell my finances are actually doing even better than they were previously. Whoa. So... Yeah. Let's get cracking. Oh, and I have also gotten to Admin Tech 18, so I went ahead and dropped aristocratic ideas in order to pick up bureaucracy and trade ideas. So I'm on the way from getting the last of the trade ideas, so I can, in theory, go to Right of Commerce soonish, but I do need for broker power to increase somewhat before I even do that. So gotta wait a little while, but it's not a big deal. Ooh, plus 5 can loyalty. I'll take it. Sure, it means the Chiefs lose less influence than was expected, but... Again, I'll take it. I'm perfectly fine with that. I could actually use cover morale speed. That would be fairly useful. I don't need that spy network for a while, to be honest. Which would be easier to take, Kambuni or Pate? Well, Pate is a narrow strait, I believe, so if I were to move ships, I would be able to block anyone from crossing it, I believe. I'm not actually certain. It's got that weird, kind of sort of there, like Lamo House with, Mepekatoni? Tommy? Although it's not quite as... Well, this is obviously a straight crossing for Quelimane. I believe, yeah, Safalo and Pyra both have this weird crossing too, which may or may not be an actual straight crossing. It could just be a wasteland route, because that's how M&T does it. Like, you can kind of sort of see that there's a wasteland route between these two provinces here. Anyway. Keep it light, keep it simple. Uh-oh, that's not good. Across the coast of Pep. Okay, so as long as I keep my ships there, I will slowly build up war score. Oh jeez, they've got 4 shock. Retreat. Oh, dang it, I forgot to pay attention to that. And my trade power got too weak because that got occupied. Great. More reparations. There we go. Cash was absolutely needed. Here's negotiate. Great. Oh hey, I can finally see that stuff up north. Why did it take this long? Oh, thanks, Quelimane. There we go. Okay, I'm finally having some level of impact. Okay, it's... I mean, I'm dealing more damage to them than they're dealing to me, but it's not great. It's not what I should be aiming for. Yeah, at this point I can't do anything about the rebels down there. They rose up, I stopped paying attention and... Let me pick the peace deal. I'm not removing my entire Madagascar. Dogs demands this. Must cede Mentwara. Yeah, at this rate, I'm going to need to get as much of that Madagascar under my control as possible. I'm not sure if I can hold the Swahili coast, not with the likes of Lundu. I'm gonna wait on that. I don't actually need it right now. No, that's not it. I need to increase the amount of military power investment in order to ensure that I get enough manpower. Because I'm going to be severely lacking after this war. Well, after that war. Looks like after the defection occurred, they lost some They lost those troops, so I should be able to hopefully DC the province before they actually defect. If I get unlucky, it's going to be at exactly the wrong time. If I'm quick about it, I can reclaim the province. And try to conquer more territory off of Madagascar. Hopefully it's not too much. Merchants are not dominant. Huh. Well then. Yeah, it's merely a claim because that was the one province I couldn't afford to state core. And I need a core it all over again. Great, everyone hates me. Oh, right. Internal political matters. Okay. I don't have a lot of stability, so I might as well do 2 reforms at once. Right. Further reform. And enact. So we've got right of commerce and urban governments. Cities are now much more efficient and all that. I've got no stability now. Whoopie-doo-doo. Did it really lower that much? Yes, it did. Okay. Overlooked tenant abuse? I can just do that. New concessions to ancient liberties. Promote the cheese faction. The old ways. Arrange a strategic marriage. Current hierarchy. And Grindel. Right. Yeah, at this point, a relatively easy target, so... Alright, -3 stability means I cannot declare war. I guess I can drop all taxes in order to get the required quantity of stability. Okay, that's enough. Enough stability to go ahead and declare war. Pull back the spy network. Another local fortification, says Spirit. Oh, great, the Sultan's a fanatic priest. That's fine by me. I don't need to have claims on my subject. I mean, there is no downside to that. Taking it. The burghers become more powerful for a while. Well, more influential for a while. Well, they have not been able to overstep the chiefs just yet. Yep, excellent. The troops are split, so I can go ahead and defeat in detail. Let's take on the more dangerous side first. Not entirely sure where they would retreat to, if they even retreated, but they don't. Excellent. And we've hit 0 stability as well, so... Well, I probably need to do the Grendel again. Yep, okay. I can force my way up a stability if need be. I'll probably continue to empower the burghers. How am I getting 363? It's tribute, isn't it? It's tribute. It doesn't show up in income, does it? SS power. Yeah, it doesn't. Tribes are a bit weird. The game just doesn't handle them well, simply put. If I really want to know, I probably should check configure taxes. Yeah, that got me 114. Wow. I'm in tech at least 30. 95% average a ton. Yeah. If I want to reform the provinces, it's going to take a while. A long, long while. Alright, this is a good point to stop. Let me just do some internal stuff. Put the old ways. Arrange strategic marriage. I'm not going to do anything with state rate. Right, lieutenant abuse. Strategic marriage. You know what? Promote lesser nobility. I'm going to do reforms to promote the burghers, so for special tolls. And promote the... Actually, right, I... Okay, if I had promoted the chiefs, actually that would have been bad. Okay, commerce law is important. And I would like to give... to max out... Well, it's not maxing out urban charters, but it does remove all the penalties to urban production and commerce production. And allows me to actually recruit from burgher manpower. Problem! That is 6 stability and it zeroes out my legitimacy. Woo! Provide temporary tax relief. I mean, I get most of my money from tribute anyway. I'm serious. I get a lot of money from tribute. The tribes are excessively powerful and widespread. This is mainly due to how much of Madagascar I've conquered. About half my dev now is in Madagascar, so it previously was the case, but dev changes and all that because of population growth and efficiencies and all that. Yeah. I've been working towards converting it, and one of the provinces does seem to have permanently converted. Yep, it has. Excellent. So, with time and effort, these provinces will fully convert. I do also have propagate religion active in the node, so sadly, Lundu declared war on Quelimane, which that was a hunter surrender. But I definitely wanted to make sure that nothing bad, overly bad, would happen. So, end result, I no longer have these states as tributaries. I lost Matwara, and my division got completely annexed. And I had to send war reps and cash over, but, well. The dividend of the tribals are giving me a lot of manpower, though, so. Although my force limit does vary wildly, I will say that. I have, however, managed to get trade ideas finished, otherwise I wouldn't have done the reforms. And most of bureaucracy ideas. I am waiting on the last one until later. And I'm slowly inching my way up in tech again, but for the most part I do want to wait until I can get commercialization. Now, with Commerce Right 8, I should have most of all of the requirements. Let's see here. I need trade value at least 3, province subsistence less than 60%, and burger power of at least 40. Burger power 71%. Province subsistence economy 33%. Okay. Trade value 6.2. Okay. So Central Power should get it relatively quickly. Mizizuma probably has also powerful burgers. The reason why burger power seems to be so low inside the entire country is that burgers require an urban populace in order to exert their power, unlike the nobles and the clergy, which merely require a rural populace which already exists in every province anyway, so that's not really that's not really a matter that needs to be considered. I haven't checked the peasant province's systems economy. Okay, 33% as well. Does that apply for the entire trade? Yeah, okay. I don't think any other provinces have enough trade value, at least not up there. Down here, I don't. There's not. Legalism isn't here in Madagascar anyway, so. I also have mass quantities of money to work with thanks to all the tribute, as well as trade. However, I really don't have anything to spend it on. Much of anything. I guess I can gift money to the clergy. There we go. Yeah. Had her get better advisors. Oh, and also, I must note that I have been going through rulers to no end. Over the past 30 years... Isn't there a part of the history... Oh, yikes. Ledger, country... That's current rulers. Ledger index. Previous rulers. Yeah, let's just look at this. Okay, so we have the mad woman that we started with. She was cooed by her son in 1424. He managed to rule 12 years until he died at the ripe old age of, well, I don't know, doesn't tell. He was around 50 or so, at the most. And my current ruler was like 14, 12. Not 14. 12 or so. And managed to get our regency earlier in the year. Yeah. Really, though, what I need to continue working on is ensuring that I can get manpower from the nobles, and later on just removing all the privileges while I can continue to use the, oh, give them plus 1% power each year, what could go wrong? Turns out, when the tribes cap the power of the nobles, you could do that as often as you want. Which is why I'm going to be trying to keep the cap up for a little while longer. I'll be abusing it in order to get rid of all the things all the privileges that the nobles have. And then working towards, if I can, also getting rid of this stuff too. Problem is that I can't get 30 bureaucratic influence, but I can at least work towards moving them towards cash dues, which will lower their gravity. Although, yeah. Hey, at least I got free peasantry, and I can entirely ignore the clergy for some reason. It's very weird that I can do that, but yeah. Also, I allied Hadia, so that's nice. And Ajaron is apparently dying. Marina's a vassal. I've conquered a few more provinces, so Sihanaka is the last independent power in Madagascar. I do plan on having Marina control the inland, while I'll handle the coastline. And probably put them on Scottish so I don't have to, so I can ignore them from that point on. Maybe convert them to, well, force them to swap religions and try to keep them under control until then. But I'm gonna wait until they have less than 0% liberty desire because that's gonna increase it by 100%. And it's gonna be a while. It's certainly gonna be a while before I can effectively handle it. Although thankfully I can probably vassalize Safala as soon as I manage to get some territory back. Sadly, Quelimane probably isn't going to be the case. As soon as I get close enough to them, unless I directly hand them territory, the distance between borders is going to be massive, and there's also the fact that their economic base compared to my own, yeah. At the very least, I can complete the United Swahili mission as soon as I go ahead and wow, embrace scientific methods, you know. Any minute now, any minute now. It's not like it occurs to, you know, over 100 years from now. Yeah. And NX Melinda. But yeah, it's all going up in techs, that's not admin tech. It's Miltech mainly. Finishing up the ideas that I have and trying to get everything under control, which surprisingly works reasonably well as long as I have a reasonable amount of stability, which I don't. Oh well. The legitimacy is going to increase rapidly, especially with the high level of faction support I can work with. Oh hey, and the loss of power projection from getting my provinces conquered is disappearing. Oddly enough, Lundu hasn't done anything. I was expecting them to declare war on me, but they haven't done anything. I guess they're noticing the fact that their tech level is so low compared to mine. I've got tech level 22. They are stuck on 16. Their ally has 19. Well, one of their allies. The other 17 is, Buddha is not a threat. Manyika, though? Yeah. It's the main reason why I'm actually working on trying to get through Madagascar, because Lundu and Manyika don't have the ships to try to land on here. So about half my country is safe just because it's, you know, a sea zone. Then there's the Straits, which at least prevents Lundu from actually managing to get to Zanzibar. And Mafia and Pembikisawani, so. And if I can defeat them in detail, which is going to be difficult because of how small my country is now up here. Seriously, I lost half my coastline. 2 provinces lost. Not to mention 3 that were under indirect rule. And 2 that were technically under indirect rule, but there was no chance I was going to integrate them peacefully because close tributaries can't, as far as I know, be converted into annexable subject types. Oh well. Yeah, anyway, I've definitely gone on long enough. Country's doing reasonably fine, considering what I'm doing to it. Yeah. I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye.